Good morning. I'm Clara Welch from Cannon United Methodist Church. Welcome to this episode of Breathe. This summer, our Sunday sermon series is called Breathe, Life in the Spirit According to Jesus. Each week, we are focusing on the words of Jesus that tell us how the Holy Spirit is present with us, how the Holy Spirit connects us to God. The sermon this past Sunday was titled Taught by the Spirit, based on the words of Jesus in John's Gospel, chapter 14, verses 25 and 26. Jesus said, "I have spoken these things to you while I am with you. The companion, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you everything and will remind you of everything I told you." Through his words and his example, Jesus taught us what it means to live a life of faith with God. Jesus taught us about God's healing power, God's faithful presence, God's abiding love, gifts that are given to us every single day. As Tim pointed out in his sermon, we live in a busy and noisy world. As we get caught up in our busy schedules, as we hurry from one place or another, we may forget to stop and listen for the Holy Spirit. We may forget that the Holy Spirit is always present with us. Thankfully, the Holy Spirit continues to speak. The Holy Spirit continues to remind us of what Jesus said and did. We are called to listen and remember. We are called to let Jesus' words shape us and help us live as faithful followers of Christ. My husband and I recently took a trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains. As we stopped at the overlooks and as we gazed at the view from the porch of our hotel, I was aware of the quietness and the stillness. I became conscious of my breath as I breathed in the cool and fresh mountain air. As I took in the view, I also became conscious of the wind as it gently rustled the leaves on the mountainside and moved the clouds across the sky overhead. In both Hebrew and Greek, the word for wind is also translated breath and spirit. Our time in the mountains offered time to stop and breathe and listen for the Holy Spirit. Where are the quiet places where you can sit and simply breathe? Perhaps on your porch or in your garden or on the prayer trail behind Cannon Church. Where are the moments in your day where you can stop and listen? What is the Holy Spirit saying to you? How do the teachings of Jesus draw you into a closer relationship with God? In 1874, hymn writer Philip Bliss wrote, "Sing them over again to me, wonderful words of life. Let me more of their beauty see, wonderful words of life. Christ, the Blessed One, gives to all wonderful words of life. Offer pardon and peace to all, wonderful words of life." The sermon this coming Sunday is titled Persuaded by the Spirit and is based on John chapter 15, verses 26 and 27. Jesus said, "When the companion comes, the Spirit of truth, he will testify about me." The Holy Spirit reminds us of Jesus' wonderful words of life. The Holy Spirit then persuades us to be faithful disciples. I hope that you will join us this Sunday as we continue the sermon series, Breathe, Life in the Spirit According to Jesus. You may participate online, on YouTube or Facebook, or you may join us in person in the sanctuary. We look forward to worshiping with you. Thank you.